welcome to this live BIM Track Live today. I'm Christian, VP Customer Operations. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Chris. So I'm a Carl Veillette, Chief Product Officer for BIM Track and also a co-founder. So we're really excited today to making this huge announcement for BIM Track. It's been a long time request from our customer base. So we're really excited to announce the launch of the mobile app. So without any wait, I would like to get started with a small explainer video to get you guys started with the functionalities and what we're trying to achieve with the mobile app. So let's get
coordination between the office and the field is tricky. Valuable information is scattered in SMS, email, Microsoft Teams, you name it, leading to confusion, delays, and headaches. But those frustrations end today. With BIM Track's mobile app, job site teams quickly track tasks and questions assigned to them. While back in the office, you can easily monitor action items in one place and in your 3D models. With the tap of a finger on any iOS or Android cell phone, even offline, your teams save time and confusion. With BIM Track's unified communication channel, field coordination got more manageable, and so did your BIM or VDC coordinator's workday. The extremely easy-to-use interface has information flowing faster, and it makes updating the model to as-built site conditions a snap, and you have clarity on project status. Request your demo and see how you can bring simple, intuitive, and efficient communication to the field. BIM Track. Better coordination, better buildings.
Good. I hope you liked it. A small explainer that you're going to see in multiple places on social media and on our website. So, I hope you liked it. We're really excited to bring this new product to market for you guys. It's expanding our offering, not only to BIM users. We're trying to reach to all project stakeholders, people that are in the field, people that are in the office, and especially, as we always did, trying to bridge the communication gaps between everybody. So, personally, I'm really excited to see this, and I've heard a lot of people being very excited. So, Carl, maybe you can tell us a little more about, why you came up with this idea, how it came to life. So, tell me more.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point, Chris, and it didn't came from me, but really from our customer base. So, over the years, our mission was to manage communications, improve communication channels, and streamline project coordination and coordination. So obviously, we've always thought that in a BIM-centric perspective, but now we're trying to broaden how we can apply this mission to all communications on the project. So those communications might flow through different communication channels. You might think of emails, SMS, coming from the job site to update people in the office on site conditions. So that's one of those things we looked at. So we heard from our customers that they were obviously struggling with staggered information everywhere. So basically, the mobile app is providing a unified communication channel so that those can be consumed within the BIM Track connectors we have, but also providing visibility and transparency across the board for everyone. So obviously there's mobile solutions available to the market, but what we heard is sometimes technology adoption might be a challenge for some organizations. So we try to focus first on the user experience, the ease of use, the accessibility, trying to bring it as many hands as possible so that this new communication channel can be adopted across the board by wide and distributed teams. So obviously this is something we kept in mind while developing the application. So we're known for building products that are easy to use, and we're obviously always trying to push it a little further and surpass ourselves on that aspect, so that we can ensure maximum adoption of technology solutions.
Yeah, but because we often we did a lot of stuff for people that are in the office, working together, making better models before they get to the field. But there's always that after this, once the models are done, once the drawings are done, we're in the field now, and we have feedback to give to the field people, and the field people to the office people. So what is the main criteria you think that was important to respect in this design and in the functionalities to make that work, so the field people adopt a tool like that?
Yeah, it's a great question, Chris. And the field people, we're often thinking about the field people as the GCs and the subs, but you might think of like architect and engineers that go do site inspections and that are working on the field too. So when we talk about accessibility and mobility, those two different things. So mobility is ensured by the fact that we've optimized this experience for cell phones. A lot of apps are optimized for tablet. So we
Because
try.
everybody has a phone, right? Even
Yeah,
if your company doesn't provide a tablet, you at least have a phone or a personal phone.
yeah. When I'm talking about barrier of adoption, that's one of those things, right? Like you cannot expect everyone to have a tablet or, but everybody has like a cell phone. So if we're trying to have mass adoption, change methods for communication on a project a project basis, basically, obviously, like this is the way to go, ensuring that everybody can access it quickly. So there's the accessibility aspect. Also, we made it available on iOS and Android at the same time. And if you wish to use it on a tablet, it works. We're going to be making some improvements as we go to bring new functionalities around different type of devices like that. But this is a key aspect of on what we built. So we built it for the less tech savvy people out there. We built it for the guys that have big fingers, big thumbs, working on the job site. And obviously, like everybody can use the same tool for communications and remove the need for sending SMS, pictures by emails, long list of task and work assignment in emails. So those are some of the things obviously we're trying to change here. So obviously talking to the use cases.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you describe one specific, like one workflow that you would envision?
Yeah. So you might think like you've got BIM VDC managers or coordinators working in the office or in a work site kind of like trailer. They would be looking at the model, trying to update it as the work happens on the job site for the upcoming construction sequence, trying to forecast or foresee like problems, I would say, coming down the road. So there's continuous updates required to the model. You might also have an owner asking for as-built models or as-built drawings at the end. So you got to keep a record of everything that is not done as per the design intent document. So they would get a continuous list of updates from the field. They would ask information for people that are walking the job site. So it might be just a question like how was the base plate for that column built on the job site, right? So they would go there, they would take a picture, they would send it to them by email. They would hunt for the location of that and try to update the model accordingly. So now with the BIM Track app, when they take a picture, it goes straight all the way back to the model authoring platform. So if they're using Revit or they're using Silo 3D or AutoCAD or ArchiCAD, they can now access those information in context where it needs to be solved, right? So again, the same thing we've been doing from a BIM to BIM environment in the office, right? But now we're extending all the way to the construction job site and providing value there as well. You might also think of things like health and safety risk, right? So you're trying to capture that, print a report, observations. Again, you might think of like deficiencies, like to feed like a punch list, right? So deficiencies, if there's like something that wasn't installed properly. You might think of commissioning use, right? Like when there's an issue, you turn on equipment, something's going not as expected, right? You might put a list of issues in there. You might think of like the superintendent and other field workers. You might think of work assignment, right? So those are all the different use cases that you can capture as part of action items in the platform, right? So that's like really what we're trying to do, is really broaden the BIM track to track all sorts of communications. So obviously, when you start thinking about types of communications, there's a lot of
There's
different
a ton.
use cases. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's what we do, centralizing all of those communications in a single environment, so you can report, easily filter through the mass of all of those communications. So you focus on what's, and I've always said that, focus on what you need to know on in out of that big chaos, which is a project. So make chaos not chaos anymore, understandable with BIM track is the key, I
Yep.
think, there.
Like clear assignment, location based filtering, and all of that. So that's the sort of things that help our customers control and mitigate risk on projects. So bad coordination is definitely a risk on project schedules, right? That can cause project schedules to slide in time, right? So so if we're able to manage that efficiently, then we're removing a big risk on the project.
So I imagine the same filters that you can find in BIM Track are available in the app for the users to simplify or isolate what they're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, the first goal we had was to make issue creation quite fast, and also make it available offline. So this is one of the big needs that we got from our customers. And obviously, as we continue to make this application evolve in time, we'll definitely look at bringing the viewer technology also on the mobile app. But it is really like covering the first aspect, which is about communication, issue tracking, action items, and
Get
all
things
those.
done.
Yeah,
Get things done. The priority always been the
yeah.
priority.
Any task you might think in your head can be captured in the app, and you
Yeah.
can go over on a regular basis the open and pending task, and making sure that there's like proper follow-up, proper assignment, clear assignment to the right people, and notifications around it.
Good. Now, we've heard about it. We saw the explainer. I think it's the time now to have a look at the interface. So our colleague Matthew and with Carl Storms too, they worked on a small video that we're going to show you now, representing. You're going to see the interface. You're going to see a little voiceover from the team. If you want to know more, you can always go back to our website, bimtrack.co. And you're going to see an image of the mobile, the mobile app on the front page. You just click on it, you'll have more details. But in the meantime, let's watch this video and come back after this.
The BIM Track Mobile app, available on your Android or iOS device, is the ideal solution for project site teams to communicate amongst themselves or to send feedback to design teams off-site. Creating new or retrieving existing issues from the app is quick and intuitive. So as we click Create Issue and select the camera icon, our device camera allows us to take a picture of the site trailer that wasn't unloaded in the right location. We give the issue a title, add some additional information here in the description, and proceed with the attribute definition process. Our new site issue appears here at the top of our issue list. And if we head to the location on site where we need the trailer to be relocated to and open the issue, we can quickly add comments and/or attachments. Comments can be added with pictures as well, so let's go ahead and add one here of where we want the job shack placed. Let's open up this issue about some junk being left on site and leave a comment about the fact it's still there. We can even add a new picture highlighting how it's now covered in snow. Maybe we've been on site and it was really cold out, or we didn't have good reception, or just wanted to take a bunch of pictures and figured we'd create issues back inside the warm trailer. So we can create an issue, select an album, the appropriate picture, and go through the attribute definition process again. And that is a quick overview of the BIM Track mobile app.
Good.
Great.
So we saw something that is very like field oriented, people in the field, communicating stuff. I would see also a great use where, you're in the model, you want to have information on the location of something, confirm that it was built or something like that. You create an issue in Navisworks and Revit, whatever, assign it to someone on site, and they can, snap a picture to confirm it, maybe confirm it with a dimension and something like that, and you get your information back, directly in BIM Track. Again, staying in Revit or Navisworks, and the other person just used his phone. So we didn't see that on that video, but there's a lot of other cases between BIM models and people in the field that are, I think, very important, that are going to generate a lot of value for our customers.
Yep, and definitely, like, and you can think of also of like you're trying to answer issues on the fly. So if you're, let's say, an architect, an engineer, or like just a BIM manager, and you're on the go with your cell phone, you're not even on the field, but you just want to have like mobility and access so that you can engage with the people that are in the office. Again, that could be a really good thing to leverage as part of your day-to-day activities. So that's definitely going to benefit all our customer base, architecture, engineering, and construction also as well.
So everyone can get it. They just go on iOS, the Apple Store, on Android Store. They can get it. Before anyone asks, it's available for all subscription types. Even if you have a free account and you want to test it, you can download it. Create your BIM Track account first, and then download the app, and you can test it. So we made it very easy to access for everyone, because that's the purpose behind it. Make it easy for people, so people will communicate more with each other. Good. Apart from that, any other pains like that you feel like that we're answering, that the people were having in the field? I don't know, maybe I have an idea here: getting an answer faster, than sending emails, because people have tons of emails and it's not documented. So this is one I would see too, making sure that you get the answer you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. And I was talking about those different communication channels, Chris, and then, just logging communications in a unified platform, it creates a project record for those issues. So if you've got problems down the road, litigation and things like that, everything is recorded in the project level, right? Not like mixed with other communications coming in your inbox. So I think it's a good thing to think about as you start creating the project record and having everything centralized in one place, all communications in one place. So there's definitely more announcement that will come this year around trying to connect multiple communication channels together, right? So and then now we're seeing the first steps of the, I would say, non-BIM communication channels getting rolled out with the mobile app, but definitely this will tie well in a lot of challenges and workflows that some of our users are experiencing. So
because one thing I think, maybe I'm wrong here, but I think BIM is still isolated a little bit from the rest of teams, the teams on projects. Still, people, the VDC managers and BIM managers and the modelers often have there's a gap between the field people, or people that are on site, or the people that are not BIM savvy, between them and the two groups. So I think to get the real benefits of construction technology, you need to bridge the gap with the technology, not create a bigger gap with complicated complicated tools. So
yeah, how do you democratize technology across the board? Make sure there's like wide adoption. There's only one answer to that: it's the user experience, right? Like it's trying to make it easy, not too overwhelming. Trying to have everybody on board, and that's definitely something we did with this app.
Good. I think now it's time for some Q&A session. If you're logged in and you have comments, you can easily add comments in the section. I see one now. Andrea is asking who would be best suited to use this software? A construction manager, general contractors, trades, using BIM, or a company who handles the BIM process with the trades contractors, a sub. They are a BIM service provider with a multitude of division experience. Good question. I think I don't know, Carl, if you want to try to tackle it, or I go ahead.
Yep. So yeah, if we're looking at the different stakeholders that can use the application. So obviously, everybody's gonna find when you think about the concept of an action item, right? Like everybody manage action items on the project. It might be just tasks you're assigned to another. It might be, as I mentioned, health and safety stuff. It might be site observations. It might be a request coming from a BIM manager to the people on the job site, right, to get clarity or more information about how things were built. So I feel like everybody finds, all the stakeholders in the project finds a good use of the mobile app. So when you start thinking about it as a task tracking system, right, it's there's unlimited applications of that in your day-to-day kind of basis, right?
I think that's an advantage of BIM Track, where it's not only for one type of group. Everybody that is working with BIM or projects, even if it's just 2D drawings, everybody's working with action items, everybody's communicating, where BIM Track is just providing more features. If you're using models like 3D models, it's even better. But so if you're a GC, a construction manager, even trades, they have to produce drawings to build. They have to do some coordination, so they have to do those communications, and they have people on site. So professionals, architects, engineers, they have people on site, people in the office. GCs have the same. Everybody has to communicate. Everybody's often sending an email or a text to someone else, so every time you think of a communication like that, it can be used through BIM Track. Now you can configure it so it's easy to filter after that, because there are fields you can configure them to fit your process, and it's easy. You go to the project settings, you change the the filters. So this would be best suited for everybody. I think that we try not to fit only with one group, and everybody is doing coordination at a different level. Everybody's communicating at a different level. So I hope, Andrea, we're answering your question here.
Yep. Another question from Steve. So how well is the Civil 3D side of the product? So we have a direct integration and connector and add-in available for Civil 3D. So if you're working on linear projects, bridges, highways, things like that, in the context of the design, you could capture any sort of design issues during the design phase of the project and assign it to coworkers. If you're managing a team, you could be using the web platform to raise some action items and issues. Use it again for work assignment, things like that, things that need to be fixed as part of design review activities. So this can be easily done if you, let's say, don't have an access to Civil 3D and your team is working with Civil 3D. Creates a direct communication channel between you and them in the context of the design of the 2D drawings and also in the context of the 3D model. Yeah, we have a good integration on that side.
Yeah, so an issue can be created anywhere and it'll sync in all platforms, so you can create in Civil 3D, it'll show on the app. You can add a picture on the issue in the app, and it will show in Civil 3D and the plugins that we have for Civil 3D. So that's the philosophy of BIM Track, is like you have access to everything that an issue has to offer on all platforms.
Yep. There was another question from Tam. Can you link a photo to a location in a 3D model? Yes. So the way you would do that is, let's say there's an issue coming from the model to the job site. When you're pinning basically the location of the issue in the model, the person adds a picture to it. Then the picture becomes available at the location. The other thing you could do is, like, let's say the picture is coming from the job site. You don't bother like pinning that on the drawing, searching for the drawings on where you are. You would just raise the issue at the zone and there, and you can when you're looking when you're back to the office, you could locate that issue in the model by adding another viewpoint and then just pinning it on the location. So that would essentially geolocate the image.
Adding a location to an issue that didn't have a location. So you can add a picture in two ways, right? You can add it as a viewpoint, or as a different views of the issue, or you can add it in comments. So there are both places where you can add an issue. So
we have a question about the BIM 360 and ACC connectivity. So we're looking for a connector, obviously with BIM 360. So stay tuned. Those are the next. That's one of the next connectors that we're actually looking to build.
Because as we said, it's issues. So all of our issues are, if you want to know the list of our integrations and partners, you go to bimtrack.co. In integrations, you're going to see, you can take a picture with the BIM Track app. You can create an issue with the BIM Track app and see it in Enscape, or see it in whatever other platforms that is integrating with BIM Track. So all of the platforms that are integrated with BIM Track get that issue, and it's both ways. You can create it in Enscape and see it on the app and add a picture on the app, on the BIM Track app. So same thing here. So it works both directions with all of our platforms. Again, so it depends on the integrations that we have. Like Carl said, ACC BIM 360 is one that we're looking forward to, but we have plenty of other integrations to come.
Yep, I suggest you have a look at the app marketplace on our website. It lists the 30 plus integration and connectors we have with many AEC software providers.
Good. Now, one last question from Tam, so you can show it. Yeah.
Yep.
If you assign an issue to the field from Navisworks, so when you create an issue in Navisworks, it has the 3D location, but how can a person in the field understand where it is?
Yeah, so there's like multiple ways you can do that. So obviously everything is built and BIM Track around metadata and customization around it. So you could have a list of like zones. So basically you could filter on, like you're walking on the level 2 on the job site. You could filter to see all the issues around you on level 2. If you want to get to a more granular level, you could actually create a custom attribute called room, and you have the room number there, so you can filter the issues in the room where you're standing. So again, like this is a really easy way to filter the issues as you're walking through your job site and ensuring that those things are getting solved or addressed by the team.
Good. All right. So like I said earlier, you can always go to bimtrack.co, click on the mobile, the image, or in our features, you're going to have a section on the mobile. You can book a demo here with our team. You're going to have a in-person one-to-one demo. You can always write to sales@bimtrack.co. We'll get back to you in a short notice. You can go to our bimtrack.co website and use the chat, and someone's gonna come in the chat and have a conversation with you, a real person. And so there are multiple ways you can reach out. You're going to see more about this app in the future. Obviously a lot of new features and add-ons are going to be added to the app, so it's going to be very exciting to see how it's going to evolve. And again, bimtrack.co, try it. It's free. Download it on the iOS and Android store and give us some feedback. We're always happy to get some feedback. If you're seeing any issues or improvements or all that, you can always write to support@bimtrack.co. It's our favorite channel for to help you guys. We have a really good team that are there to help you. So we're pretty excited that you attended this presentation today, and thanks for being part of the big BIM Track family.
Great. So looking forward to your ideas and feedback at ideas@bimtrack.co. So please send your ideas on where to go next with the mobile app.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Cheers. Until next time.
Bye-bye.